literally just woken up. I've had a terrible night's sleep, which is a great start when you gotta go have your photos taken. Black coffee seems to help us on that journey.
Yes.
I don't like my arms, but I want to get to love my arms. So I want to photo without this on.
Absolutely.
I do them, and now I'm just like, ah.
As you visit, exactly as you are, but with hands in. Yeah.
Gosh.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Nailed that. Absolutely. Come again anytime.
Right. It's been a few hours since I've been back at work. Oh, let me move you a little bit. There you go, honey. I'm currently in the process of writing some how-to guides and explanations. Try our best to keep all our documentation up to date as much as possible, and within that documentation we write how-to guides or explanation guides, just in case any new team members come on, or there's a team member who hasn't done a certain workshop before or a certain task. They have an explanation and a how-to guide in order to complete that task. So what I've written today is a stakeholder interview how-to guide, explanation on what stakeholder interviews are, why you should do them, and things like that, just so everyone has some sort of information so they can run these tasks whenever, because we are actually remote. Having these things allow us to pass on information as much as possible and also allow people to upskill in an easy and quick format. So that is my contribution to the handbook done today. So next thing on my list is I have a few courses that I want to complete on the Interaction Design Foundation. I do have a few different courses I think on now. So look. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the go right now. And it is these ones right here. So the reason why I have so many on the go, they only allow you to do a certain amount of a course each week. And that's really annoying because sometimes I just get times like this where I just want to fly through some courses and you can't. It'll hack you if you start a course when you're not ready to actually start the course. Just leave it in the background for a few weeks, access to all of it, and then you can do the course all together in one go. We're going through journey mapping, and this one I could probably complete now because I think all the parts of the course is out. That's what I'm gonna do next. The few courses that I have done are these ones. So these are my completed courses. I tend to always end up with an 80% and that's genuinely because I switch off for a bit, to be honest with you, answering the questions as I go along, which then means that I just get silly questions wrong when all I need to do is read above. So I really need to be in the mindset to start doing these courses or to get these courses like nailed down. But 80% is not bad, so we're just going to stick with the 80%. Admittedly, it's been a few days since I filmed last. I'm currently at Starbucks. I really needed to get a coffee this morning. This is a venti as well. It was free, you know, because I collect too many Starbucks points. So here we go. Today is a lot of meetings today actually, so I'm just gonna get a Starbucks, get myself sorted, and then my first meeting is at 9:30, so I'll see you back at the desk. Is sales call meeting done and prep. Next thing on my list right now is just to set up an, ooh, you're not even straight, love. There you go. To set up my Instagram post for the, right now I'm in Figma and this is where I make all my posts. The one that's going live today is this one. It's about storytelling. So all the content is done, it's all ready to go, and I put it all into Meta Business Suite. Here's all the screens so we can preview what it looks like. I like to go into the alt text section, and what I tend to do is copy and paste all of the text that is on the pages. This is to make sure it is accessible to people who may be using screen readers or some other assistive technology to allow them to view my posts. This is a little bit of extra work, but it is totally worth in the end, and it's a lot easier to do this through Meta Business Studio than what it is to actually do it through Instagram itself. So just gonna make sure all of this is copy and pasted over. It's a little bit annoying, it's a bit tedious to be honest, but it's totally worth it in the end, right? What isn't helpful is the fact it doesn't like remember which tab you're on, so you're constantly jumping between. You don't, I guess this is a great time to add a plug. So if you don't follow me already on Instagram, then go check me out. There's a Gemma Helyer, and on there you will see all different posts about UX design, accessibility, how to get into the UX industry. There's a lot of different things on there, so I highly recommend you check that out. Can't even spell my own name. It's all done and scheduled for this afternoon at 12:30. I always post at 12:30. I don't know why. I have since the very beginning, so I just try to keep on track with that. So that's all set up right now, and that's how I keep on top of my social media posts. And the next thing on my list right now is I need to get prepping and planning for roadmap that I need to present. So I'm gonna look at some roadmap, list all that things out, put it together in Miro, and yeah, we'll go from there. Unfortunately, I can't show you the details of the roadmap, but I'll show you as much as I can. If you're wondering what a roadmap is, then I'll run you through one quickly. So this isn't any client related work. This is a template that has, I've just found in Miro. So this is the basic template. So you outline the type of project it is, a color coded as well, so it's like really easy to follow, but it just shows basically within like the weeks or the time scales ahead. So week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. It could be quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. It can whichever you set it. I'm guessing this one is set in months right now by the looks of it. So this is a roadmap for 6 months. And then each one of these are tasks. So Pamela, she would be required to do research dashboards, dashboard design, stakeholder interviews, and then these would take place in different weeks. And then somebody else will be doing the web design. This is when somebody will want the web to go live, so it's very clear and informative to the stakeholders that you're going to be presenting this to. So this is the template I'm going to use, and then I'm going to flesh it out with things that are relevant to my project that I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you what that is. I can't share any of that, unfortunately. So this will be a good way to show you exactly what I'm going to be doing without showing you what I'm going to be doing. Right, I finished that roadmap that I can't show you, and it is now lunchtime, but I just had a notification to say that I have a vintage package that I need to send today, and it's one of the ones that you have to print off. I hate these ones. I wish you could just, go drop it off, but I gotta print this one. So I'm just setting up my printer now. So I just plugged in my printer. Unfortunately, it's not like plugged in around by here because I don't use it that often. Can you hear that? I think it's printing. Right, I think I'm gonna leave this video here. Hope you enjoyed this type of content. I just wanted to bring a bit more realism to this job. I know it's like highly glamorized online and like cool things going on, but the reality is there's actually not always design work to do. The majority of my time, especially at the position that I'm in, I'm literally hardly ever in design mode anymore. I'm always in hero mode and planning and things like that, and trying to bring governance towards the projects, line dots across everywhere, and really just being more of a consultant based approach more than being in Figma pushing pixels. If you didn't know already, you probably do because I mention this on every video, I also offer one-on-one mentoring sessions over on Superpeer. There's a link in the description below. I also have a newsletter called Handover where I send out UX related content every single month. Until next time, bye!